What's up, guys? It's your boy Ben with the McMillan Express, and today on this week's edition of RV TV Cribs, we explore our 2017 Jayco JayFeather. Come along. All aboard!
Come on in. Welcome to our travel trailer. This is what we live in full time. We've been living in this travel trailer full time since March 26th, 2018. So we're going on about 9 months now. We downsized from 2,400 square feet into 186 square feet into this 23-foot travel trailer. We have a Murphy bed model. So the main questions we get is about the Murphy bed, the solar setup, and the composting toilet. So we're going to show you the Murphy bed today. We're going to do the solar and the composting toilet in another video. But let's go ahead and show you around our house. We don't really use the oven because it doesn't cook anything evenly. So the reason why we have this cover over the stove is just kind of to give us more prep space so things don't fall down into it. Here, and I just flip this back and use this front burner. Now, if I ever need to use the back burners, it's pretty easy. You just, I'll just move this stuff and you lift it up and it sits back flat, and I've got 3 full burners. So we've got plenty of storage space for all of our silverware and cooking utensils. I have these little buckets everywhere just kind of to keep things organized. And that makes a big difference. So even if it doesn't look organized, it's organized. In the kitchen, I like using these because that keeps everything from going anywhere whenever we're moving. Yes, we're those bad people who use paper plates and straws, but we stay stocked up on the paper plates. We've got our soup bowls, really everything that we need on kind of a day-to-day basis. So all of our cups we have in these boxes that have cardboard in between it. Just keeps everything from slamming together. Same thing for our big cups, wine glasses, martini glasses, because that's very important. Same type of thing. We've got our coffee pot that stays put. We don't take any of this stuff down. We just kind of strap it up. This is good for when we're boondocking. We don't have to worry about keeping the dehumidifier on. We just fill this with, so it's called dry air, I think is what it's called. Dry Z air. And that keeps everything from getting too like wet in here. So, like for instance, right now we don't have the dehumidifier on. We're at 40% humidity, 72 degrees. We're in Florida, but it is January, so it's really nice outside. The refrigerator, when we're boondocking, we usually keep it on gas. If we have a really sunny day, we'll put it on, you know, the regular electric. But there was that one time when I forgot to switch it to gas and I drained our batteries in the middle of the night. So if we think about it, we put it on electric as long as we're staying topped off on our batteries, but otherwise we keep it on gas. Welcome to the dining room. So this is where we eat, we work, we do whatever we need to do. Usually we have the computer set up at all times. One of us is doing something on the computer. That does fold down into an extra bed, but we really never use it. Also, another thing, my sister always says, people want to see what's inside your refrigerator. Well, it's been a while since we've been to the grocery store. But this little fridge actually holds a lot of stuff. We generally always have frozen fruit.
And we try to keep our thermometers in there as well.
Oh yeah, and we keep a thermometer in the fridge. And we've got it set on 4 right now. As long as it stays, you know, around 30, we're good. And we also keep one in the freezer. And the reason why we do that, so we're at -5. But the reason why we do that is because the fridge and freezer vary so much. And if it's really cold outside, we don't want to keep it on 5 because then everything in the fridge freezes. And who wants frozen milk?
Not I.
Or frozen yogurt. Well, that actually sounds good, but you know what I mean. So I think we should put down the Murphy bed, show people what it looks like.
Right on.
Because everybody thinks it's such a big deal and it's so hard. So every night we just take our ottoman that we took from our house, we just move it out of the way. We put the couch down, it just jackknifes really easy. Put the pillows down, grab the bed, pull it down, and that's that. So we actually have the mattress it came with, 2 memory foam mattresses on top of this. We've got, yes, we're weirdos who sleep with our own blankets. 3 pillows each, and all of that folds up perfectly fine in the Murphy bed, no problems, ever. Never had a problem with it. And the straps are to keep the mattresses and pillows from falling behind it. We hear that if you don't strap it and you put it up, what falls behind that bed is never to be found again. We store our liquor bottles and anything that's kind of breakable in this ottoman. It just opens up and we just put our junk in there. Dirty clothes. We have 2 dirty clothes baskets. They go underneath. It's time to do laundry.
Mm-hmm.
They go underneath our dinette. Also underneath the couch has storage. We've got our little closets right here. We store clothes for me here and here. Our media cabinet. With
Media
else.
cabinet.
Yes. So computers, tablets, microphones, tripods, gimbals, anything that's electronic related, we just kind of throw in here and it stays put. Every girl needs a makeup stand. So we just put little bungee cords on this and attach it to the wall, and the wheels do lock, so we don't have to worry about this moving around. But I have all my girly stuff. It's very important to me right here, so I can just, you know, get ready to go every day.
And there's also a privacy curtain as well that we never really use. Well, I take that back. We do use that from time to time if you're doing something on the computer and I want to watch a movie. Mm-hmm. We kind of make this area my man cave, if you will.
Yeah, we do. We do use these lights. They just, you put batteries in them and they, there's magnets on it so it just stays right where it's supposed to go. That really helps. I know you can't tell right now because it's really light in here. But when it's dark in here and you open up these cabinets, especially the pantry, it's like it goes on forever and you cannot see anything. And we have shelves, so you can't see underneath the shelves.
I don't think they saw the inside of the pantry and how you have your spices set up.
Oh, pantry.
Pantry.
Pantry. It is a disaster in there right now. But I had these little, I found this at Camping World. It just sticks on with 3M tape. We've got all of our spices here.
Yeah, we've got 3 shelves there, which are really deep shelves. And we also have those motion lights.
Yeah.
In all 3 of these as well.
We do, and it makes such a big difference. So you just put your hand on there and it lights up. And then we have these helper shelves here, so we have kind of, you know, double duty going on. We put our canned goods under here. You just have to make the most out of the space that you have. That's really what it comes down to. It's just using your space wisely. Dish drainer.
Dish drainer.
So the dish drainer, your normal plastic dish drainer that you see everybody with, it didn't quite fit in this area. So, I mean, it did, but it didn't. And I would always have to put a towel under it, you know, to catch the water. So this has the tray under it. It has these little tabby things, and this drains right into the sink. So, and it's a double decker. I mean, how awesome is that? I can let the dishes pile up if I need to. Not really pile up, but you know what I mean. And then I can do the dishes, and it's not just this tiny little space or right in the sink. Most of our stuff is either down with this, they call it museum putty or something like that. It's that tacky stuff, and none of this stuff ever moves. So we don't have to worry about any of that stuff moving. Of course, we take our bottles down. This we strap up. The stuff that's around the sink, we just put into the sink. This goes into the sink. This goes into the cupboard. everything is really easy to pack up. So when you look around and you see this stuff like on the wall, we've got the command strips back there. Everything that you see does not move, so we don't have to worry about moving any of the stuff when we're packing up, ready to go. It just stays put. All right, are you ready for the tour of the bathroom?
Yeah, that should be pretty brief.
Welcome to the bathroom. Again, big picture held up, never come off at all. It's just held up with those command strips. This stuff is held down by museum putties, so of course you need matches for when you go number 2. But none of this stuff ever moves. We've got our little squirt bottle for our composting toilet. When you take a pee, you squirt. We've got our basket for our toilet paper. None of this stuff ever moves. I do have to say, these vent covers, they're like $9 or something like that at Camping World. When you put this up here, it helps keep the cold air in or the cold air out, or however you want to look at it. It makes a world of difference. If anybody has any suggestions for a decent toilet paper holder for our RVs,
we're all ears.
yeah, leave a comment. And we've got the command hooks for our towels. Pretty decent shower. Ben can stand up in there. We changed out the oxygenic shower head. Makes a big difference. So I put this shower caddy up right here, and again we've just got the command hooks, and that holds it right in place. We have been in here for 9 months. Knock on wood. I don't have any. Okay, wood. Knock on wood. It has not fallen. It has not moved. It has not budged. We take the few little things down here and we just stick it in there, and it stays. We take the shower head down, we lock the door, and it's good to go. Nothing, so far, nothing has moved. This is held on the back of it is the industrial grade Velcro. But, I mean, that's all that's holding on the wall. I'd pull it off, but it's so hard to get off, I don't want to pull it off. But underneath the toothbrush holder, there's the 3M tape. Everything is just kind of held into place. And whatever isn't, again, we just put into the sink.
And of course, we use a tension rod in the medicine cabinet as well.
Yes. And you wouldn't believe how much stuff you can fit in these little medicine cabinets. So, like the soap and the mouthwash, we either just put in here or put in the sink. But so much stuff is held without moving, and you don't have to worry about it. Once it's in there, it's in there. There's so many different little things that you will find to make life a lot easier that you really wouldn't use in a normal house. So when you walk into the door, we'll show you, we have these bags and just different places to put stuff and store stuff. The helper shelves make a world of difference, but we've got all of our shoes in one cabinet. That thing goes back for like ever. I don't even know how many pairs of shoes we have in there. Probably like 20 pairs of shoes.
At least.
Another thing that we figured out is really good is this, instead of having a floor mat, is this boot rack. Can you see that?
Mm-hmm.
It took forever. Not really forever. It took a few weeks to find this trash can. But we needed a trash can that the refrigerator would open over. I think that was like the most expensive thing that we got because it was like $50, but we didn't care because it was covered and it would fit under the trash can. So this stuff stays put here. We always have water and juice and soda and stuff like that, and it just kind of stays right here. It's completely out of the way. When we do travel, we take this basket and we move it back there, and we move the ottoman up here so we can pull our slide in. We have these little things that hold the broom and the Swiffer. Everything has a place, so things can get out of control in like no time.
Plus, we have some makeshift hangers up there as well.
Yeah, that's just curtain hangers, and I just put it on a string, and that's where Ben hangs his hats, and we have a whole nother basket of hats. If you guys haven't noticed, Ben always has a hat on.
That's true, I do, don't I?
But you know, you're gonna need places for junk, so we have this big basket here, and we just put stuff that we use on a regular basis. So like our collapsible clothes baskets, tablecloth for picnic tables outside when we go places, extra tension rods and bungee cords and that kind of stuff. So everything has a place. Also, when you do a lot of boondocking, fans are really important. So we have 4 fans. We have this fan in the kitchen. We have this fan that will blow you out of this world. That's usually what we turn on at night if we're, if it's really hot and we can't run the AC. Ben's got a fan by his bed, his side of his bed. I've got a fan here on my makeup stand. The little caddies are helpful. The little cord organizer. This is a cord organizer. So we can just put our cords through here. Everything needs to have a purpose and be able to stay organized. Places to hang clothes and jackets and scarves and keys and whatever else you might need. That kind of stuff is what will come in handy. Even though you can't, I know it probably looks like a big old mess in here. It's really hard to hide stuff. When you have a house, you put it away, you put it in a closet. We don't have that luxury. Everything's kind of out. So what we're using on a daily basis, we're just hanging up and reusing. We're not trying to put it away or make it look perfect all the time. We live in this full time. It's our house, so it's gonna look like we live in it. I think that's pretty much it.
I think that is it. And of course, adventure always awaits.
It does. It does always await.